thanks. And since it is, if you wouldn't mind, sir, if you could just recording the show, just record that. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's on video. No, you got to see. I need you to record your face so I can see what the reaction is that you have to what I'm doing up here. I know what I look like. I need to see what the people look like. All right. Before I started doing stand-up about 15 seconds ago, I did a lot of improv in Chicago. So I figure I'll give you guys a chance. So we'll do a little improv. You guys can just get some suggestions. Yeah, Chicago. Yes, I understand. That's why I repeated it. So let's just get a suggestion of a location that might fit on this stage here.
San Bernardino.
Okay, that doesn't fit on the stage, and the circus is a little too big, a little smaller.
Ice creamery.
Okay, that's okay. Okay. Those. Let's move. That was okay. Good try, guys. Let's try something else. Let's get a profession, maybe a job that your grandfather did for a living.
Miner.
A miner is good. Something a little better than that. Engineer.
Go herding.
What?
Okay.
Okay. All right. Those are all shitty. Okay. Let's make it really easy. Just give me a color, okay? All right. Forget it. Fuck the improv, okay? Fuck it. Those are all horrible suggestions. Hey. That's it. You had your chance, guys. And just so you know, for future reference, submarine captain, and gray. That's what I'm looking for, okay? Alright, I guess we'll start to stand up now. You guys like impressions? Let me do an impression for you. Here's CNBC pundit Rachel Maddow.
Oh, God.
That's it. That's the whole thing. That's the impression. That's the impression. And I apologize for this next part, but one of the side effects of my anxiety medicine is I'm fucking high all the time, so... Speaking of weed, though, there is one demographic that smokes more weed than any other, and of course I think we know what that is. It is the girl I just started dating who says she barely smokes weed. That's who smokes the most weed in the world. I know. Actually, my wife, who used to be my girlfriend, and before that she was this girl I'm fucking, which is, if you're a wife, that's probably how you started out. Fiance, you were there once, now you moved up a step. Anyway, she smokes weed all fucked up. So she'll take a huge bunch of weed, like a giant, huge bud, and she'll shove it in the bowl, and she'll take like one medium hit, and then she'll fucking tap that shit out. And I'm like, no, that's not how you smoke the weed. Check, it's burned. I'm like, yeah, it's burned, but you gotta smoke that shit until you've smoked the resin that is left over from that in the bowl. You have to smoke that till it causes cancer. If you have a joint, you have to smoke the joint until the resin has soaked the paper brown, and then you soak that brown paper until you have a headache because you know you've used all the joint, like the Native Americans did. They used it all. That's true. I'll just keep going with this because it's not taped up. Being a stand-up comic, which again I'm at about 2.5 minutes now, I really want to be edgy. I want to be offensive, and it used to be easy to be offensive. Like Lenny Bruce could just say fuck and get arrested. It was easy for him. I cannot do that. But I have figured out a way to be a edgy, offensive comic, and that is to take a dump on the stage. Unfortunately, to do that, I'm going to have to do my shows every other day at 10 a.m. So, if anybody knows a room that's up at that time, I'm going to do a set. This is the scatological portion of my set. I've also thought, this is just a thought, if cars measured, if the odometers on cars measured the amount of farts in the driver's seat and not miles, no one would ever buy a used car. You'd be like, oh man, this thing's in good shape. I mean, the paint job is great, and it runs real smooth, and there's even good tread on the tires. What do you got on this? How many you got on this? 38,000 fucking farts? This thing is 2 years old. What the fuck are you eating? That's if it was my car. I hate a lot of stuff. And commercials is something I hate, despite the fact that it's the only possible... Oh, it's nice the air conditioner's off. And the commercials are all pretty dumb. And there's a commercial, I don't even know what the cold medicine is, and I'm not going to say what it is, because I don't want to endorse their product. The cold medicine commercial, the guy's like, hey, my pharmacist recommends this cold medicine. You couldn't even get a fucking TV doctor to recommend your product. You had to get a TV pharmacist to recommend it? What the fuck is that? And you know what product your pharmacist recommends? Whatever the fuck you bring up to the counter is what he recommends. Okay, that's what he recommends. All right, I'm gonna leave you guys with another impression. All right, and Craig, this impression's for you.
Yeah.
This is an impression of a guy who gets pretty high and gets a craving for one of those Trader Joe's like Oreo cookies with mint ice cream in it, the little sandwiches. Yeah, it's a craving for that. Okay. And he drives to the Trader Joe's and he goes in and he gets a little sidetracked and gets some bananas and some of that soy creamer that they have, which is very good, and some of that Australian sharp cheddar cheese, which is really good. And he gets eggs because he knows that he doesn't have eggs, and a couple of frozen pizzas, and he gets those peanut butter pretzels filled with peanut butter, and he gets the cheese puffs. He gets the cheese puffs, and he goes up and he sees Craig at the counter. And he checks out, and he gets in his car, and he drives home, and he realizes when he's about halfway home that he forgot to get those fucking ice cream sandwiches. So goddamn it, he's going to get them. So he whips around, gets back to Trader Joe's, parks, walks up to the thing, discovers Trader Joe's closes at 9 o'clock, and it's like 9:03. So this is an impression of that guy. Thank you, I'm Joe Canale.